Okay, chapter 26 of Berserk. And now, so far, I guess the plan is working well, and Casca has now somewhat infiltrated the fortress. But I think what would really somewhat complicate the plan is, I think, what Casca said before about the governor, and maybe that will trigger something into Griffith that might somewhat risk the plan. But so far, so good. Now that Casca has infiltrated the fortress. And they said that almost every troops are outside trying to chase Griffith's ass because the governor is so obsessed with him. Hurry, take control of the gate and walls. Don't even bother with the keep. Sha. Oh, someone appeared. Oh yeah, and what was his name? Adon. Shock. What's I guess it's like I guess it's the expression. Shock. So I guess uh Casca was shocked. The Battle for Doldre, Chapter 4. You again, huh? Look at her face. You're really a tenacious cockroach. What's with that armor? Ha ha ha, they also call me Invincible Baron Adon. Even if I am a cockroach, you have no choice but to kneel before my stamina. As long as you still have knees to kneel with, of course. I, Adon, saw through the schemes of you common rabble ages ago. Therefore, I personally accepted the duty of protecting the fortress and have been watching for you to waltz brazenly in here. Really? I thought that they expected that. I guess because of the number of troops that Griffith only had, they expected to wipe them out easily and not even expecting that they would be able to reach the fortress. Yeah, liar. He was probably forced to stay behind. It's no lie. Reveal yourselves. Oh. I guess maybe the general had a preemptive plan to. I guess just in case the worst case scenario. So he's not totally underestimating Griffith because Griffith's has been known as, I guess the band of the Hawks has been known as to be undefeated. So I guess he still had some precautions. You see, my blue whale knights. Oh, maybe not. Because if he's saying this is like his troops, I guess Adon's troops. So maybe they they were, because Adon was forced to stay behind because of his failure, and of course his men will also be here. So maybe that's the only reason that they are really in this inside the fortress. My blue whale knights left inside the fortress for this very moment. Even if their numbers were reduced in the previous battle, they'll never lose to a petty platoon led by a little girl like you. Oh no. You'll regret saying that. Listen, not one of them must be allowed to live here alive. Get them. And now come girl, this time I get revenge for my little brother Samson. No more mercy for you, not this time. On my pride as an imperial aristocrat, you will be my plaything, Doa. But the thing is, she had the menstruation before. So she was not really feeling well. I think she was uncomfortable. And I guess she also had some kind of fever. So I think that's the only reason she really struggled defeating Adon back then. But I think now she's much better. I think she's much, she definitely would win against Adon now. But I don't think it would be that easy because I guess Adon is still very, he was still very tough to survive the attack of Guts. So I guess Casca would still somewhat have a hard time, but I think she will definitely win against him now, because Casca is she's really skilled as well, and she's like almost second in Griffith before Guts. So oh yeah, and this is the battle going outside, man. Man, that eyeball just the tooth. Yeah, this is a common thing in Berserk. Man, this is so cool, man. The scale of this battle, but they are definitely outnumbered. So I wonder what is the plan once they get the fortress. Man. And then Griffith. I guess Griffith is has. I guess he's some kind of has some kind of protection from the governor that they won't really try to kill him. But yeah, I don't think it would still be easy though. I think it much hard. It is much harder if they have to take Griffith alive. What are they doing? Haven't they been able to capture Griffith yet? The enemy's resistance seems more intense than we expected. In any case, some terribly skilled horsemen is blocking the way to Count Griffith. It appears our army is having trouble approaching him. What? It's Guts. Yep. Man. Of course. You need to go through that. The Guts first. What strength? Somebody stop him. And I guess only the general will be the one who will be able to really challenge Guts. General. Oh. Whew. I thought for a moment that his head flew off. I guess it's just like the horn in his left shoulder armor. And what did he cut off from Guts? I guess nothing. Oh, he was preparing for a slash, and then Guts blocks it. Man. Oh. He threw off the helmet, a part of the helmet. Guess Guts is winning so far, somewhat winning so far. And they're just clashing, and the men are just watching them fight. Amazing. You can see their weapons. If you approach now, you'd get caught in their blade wind. And then Adon versus Casca. Oh. Yeah. I guess it isn't even a challenge for Casca. Man. Why? You could hardly lift a finger against me before. I wasn't in top form then. Women have their own set of circumstances. Yeah. You were, I guess, you were never even a challenge for her. Man. What? Are you telling me you were in period? Don't shout. Yeah. The monster doesn't stand a chance. Oh. It was her period. She really is incredible. Yeah. She wouldn't be a leader just because she's a female. She earned that because of her skill. I think that's always what the enemy assumes about her. The enemy numbers are few. Just cut through them. Hurry. The fate of the Hawks depends on this one battle. So I guess their plan is take the fortress and maybe retreat and at the fortress, and that way they could have the advantage against the numbers of the I guess the troops of Doldrey. Man, but they will definitely lose a lot of men. Oh, what was his name? This boy. Oh no. Pippin. Oh, no, it's not Pippin. I think Pippin is the huge guy. Pippin. Damn it, it's just a matter of time till we're wiped out. No way, even if we run, where would we go? The river's behind us. So I think that's what yeah, I guess it makes sense now. Why they somewhat position themselves behind, I guess, through at the front of the river. Because their only escape now, it's do or die that they need. Their only way for them to escape is through the fortress. And once they have taken the fortress, now this time the soldiers of the, I guess, the Doldrey, I forget what empire they are. They have no escape. So it somewhat changes their situation if they are able to take control of the fortress, which is a really crucial, I guess, part of the plan. And so far Casca is doing it well. If we're gonna drown anyway, I'd rather die fighting. Oh, little Rickard's flipped out. Ha ha ha, my army is overwhelming, isn't it? On the other hand, there's Boscon. Yeah, Boscon. Why is a single mounted man taking him so long? Yep, Guts. Ooh, I guess Guts is he is having hard, but I think it's somewhat um they're somewhat almost at the same level. He's strong. I feel more dead than alive. Even worse than fighting those 100 mercs. If I don't put my life on the line, I'm a dead man. So that's how skilled Boscon is. Guts is being pushed right now. No. Oh! It ain't as bad as that time. Yeah. His first encounter with Nosferatu. It's not as hopeless. I think that's really a good thing, experience for him. So at least now he could have some kind of, I guess, confidence, especially after encountering that monster, where it was really somewhat no match. It was no match. Huh. So, what happened? What happened? What was that? What did Guts saw? SC? What is that? Hmm. And then, man, good. Man, this guy is really tough that Casca isn't still able to kill him. Sir Adon. Oh, there's only one thing left to do. Forgive me, of course. Man, look at their face, man. And then there's Spock, man. Oh, that's so cute. Why did they add the Puck effect there? Whatever else, please spare my life. I humbly ask that you somehow find it in your heart to forgive my many and frequent offenses. I beg of you. Man, this guy. He's the kind. I guess he's like a cockroach that it's hard to kill him, and he's able to survive this long, even though I guess he's not really that skilled. Sardon, this is just too much. You must be kidding. It was your fault we all got left behind here, and yet, sir, that's incredibly. Oh, oh, shut up. A great commander can also see when it's time to give up. Everything I've done has been under the order of the general. I didn't have the slightest bit of personal grudge against you, miss, man. But the moment he has an opportunity, he will definitely betray. Yes, yeah, that's the kind of person he is. He will definitely, if he's in a, if he's in this position, of course, he would care more about his life more than honor or his duty or I guess even his men. Fate is such a sorrowful thing that we've met only as enemies and we're forced to do battle really. Don't you agree? And you man, the first time you met her, you kept trash talking about her as a female as well. So go ahead. If you want this fortress, you're welcome to it. We won't stop you. So please, my life at the very least. This guy really nobility? Did I actually take him seriously as an opponent? He's almost beyond laughable. Oh, yeah, he's playing dirty. But seriously, no, ha ha ha. Oh man, it got Casca. Oh no, is it vital? I thought it was like at the chest or something. It looks like it isn't that. Sis, wahaha, you fool. The secret advanced archery technique passed down through my Koborlwitz family for 1,000 years. Resha Jinraiha. That's not just an arrow, it was dipped in a potent narcotic. Oh, in other words, your evil deeds are at end, you bitch. I've got no time to listen to you laugh any longer. Yeah, just kill him. Oh man. Chapter Next chapter. He has lived long enough and he has done more than enough to I guess to dishonor and his men, himself. And this is such a cool cover. Griffith and Guts. Oh. Berserk Volume 8. Oh, Guts walking alone. So I guess they win and Guts left the band. What was that? I guess a sword flew up. Griffith? Oh, Guts' sword broke. Oh. Wow. The Battle for Doldry, Chapter 5. Oh, he's done it. It's looking bad. Man, even Griffith's surprised. I'm screwed. My sword was messed up from fighting those 100 men. I was careless, damn it. Time's up, Raiders Captain. What now? Oh! Oh, Nosferatu. He was following them. Oh, maybe it's because of the Behelit. Oh. Man. Yeah. Come on, come on. Man. That's such a cheap trick. But I guess yeah, he would is it's somewhat also Casca's fault for I guess underestimating this guy. She should have just killed him at that moment. Don't struggle, it's useless. Even if you wish to fight, can you even move freely? If you obey me and throw down your sword, I wouldn't be opposed to letting you live as my own personal toy. Sis, if you refuse, man. But yeah, stab. Trouble if I move around the drug. Big sis, get the hell out of my way. Man. What will you do? There's nowhere left to run. Look what you've done to my face. I think you can expect to lose a limb or two. Then you can take your time deciding whether you'll be my captive or die in this place. Let's start below the waist. Oh no. Oh. Whoa, that's so cool. Oh, and then cuts his head off. Impossible. You were interesting enough, but you're also a total swines. Heh, heh. Yeah. Alright, the rest are little fish. Route them. Yeah, maybe they'll just surrender now that the Adon is dead. Man, guard. Oh man, look at that menacing face. Protect the captain. Oh. There's nothing you can do, idiots. Get out of there. Oh man. No instances. Oh man. But I love that. I guess how his men care so much about him. Man. Because back when he was in Gambino's group, no one would really even try to risk their life to protect him. And oh man. Ooh. This is Nosferatu, right? Or is this someone else? I don't think Nosferatu had a sword before. Oh, he threw a sword to Guts. 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 This ain't good. I can't stop his pole axe with a puny life like this. Son of a bitch. Man, even Griffith is so worried right now. Man. Ho ho. And there's like saw teeth on that blade. What? Hmm. Guts, take up that sword. Doria. Whoo! So it is really just about the sword that he had. Man. Oh. Man, I did not realize that even the horse's head was cut off. Man, through the through the neck of the horse and then up to the general's head. Oh man, that's a really sharp sword, and I don't think he has that. I guess the sword that he currently has right now is somewhat similar to the one that broke. Somewhat similar to that. This is really different. So I guess this is a sword of Nosferatu, or is that a different person? Now what, man? This is a big blow in almost every battle. Whenever I guess a general as strong as this guy falls down, this would really affect the morale of the enemy, and of course your allies as well. The bastard did it. That can be the unbeatable Sir Boscon. The general was said to be the mightiest knight in all of Shooter, and at the same time, this would make Guts infamous as well. Grr, that useless Boscon, you fools! The general's defeat doesn't affect our military superiority. Why are you faltering? Governor, look at what? Yeah, the fortress. Oh, that's so cool, man. The flag of Band of the Hawks, man. Man, this war is already over, and they've already win almost. So I guess something that might change this is if Nosferatu somewhat interfere or something. Man, good job, Casca. And the battle for Doldrey. And okay, is that? Man, look at this way. Yeah, if it weren't for you, I think the general Boscon might have a better advantage. He could just stay behind, and I guess he would still lose to Guts though. But I think in terms of just the strategy of the war, I think Boscon might. I think he somewhat picked up on what Griffith was trying to do. Man. Oh man, that's so cool. And man, the Doldrey has never been taken over for 100 years, and this is like a history in the making now. This is the thing where what was his name? The guy who was like one of the generals who talked about that Griffith, that they might be looking at a hero with Griffith. Man, the fame that they will get from here, the Band of the Hawks. Man, I guess if anything, the Band of the Hawks will become much bigger because of this. And I guess maybe once Guts leave the band, they'll become much more powerful now. Man, because the influence and the favor that Griffith will get from the king if they really win this. I guess I'm assuming they already has won. I guess this is still battle for the Doldrey. Because I thought that the last chapter was like the final chapter for that arc, for the battle for Doldrey. The enemy standard, but how? What happened? Don't you fools get it yet? Your leader's dead. It's plain as day. The fortress has fallen. It means you all lost. Yeah, and this is another thing that they could also utilize is to destroy the morale of the soul of their enemy and just make them surrender. I think if they able to make it and be able to do that, especially I think they're still somewhat outnumbered right now. But I think if they're able to do that, at least they would lessen the men that they will have to lose in this fight. We lost. Have we really lost? Cry out, cry for victory, of course. Man. But Griffith is still like a good guy right now. He's still the Griffith that cares for Guts. So I guess the collapse of his ambition will be once Guts leaves the Band of the Hawks. So maybe that will change Griffith. Because based from what we've seen from Griffith and how he looks at Guts, he looks at Guts almost more than anything. I think he almost sacrificed his ambition for Guts. So I think that will definitely, that might be the catalyst of um maybe his change. But at the same time, he did sacrifice Guts. He made Guts to be branded. He was the one who chose Guts to be branded. So I don't know. We'll see. Commends hunting down the enemy remnants. If they flee this place, will be enough. Well, if they flee this place, well enough. Slaughter everyone who offers opposition. Yeah, and the morale of the soldiers of the Band of the Hawks will be so high now because they already at the position where they're already winning. They've already won. So man, it's no use at this rate. Will be killed, man. But I think there's still a lot more in terms of numbers. Morons who told you to retreat, turn around, come back. I'm your supreme commander. I'm still here. Oh, yeah. He. Man. Oh, man. Look, look at that. Man. Griffith, it's been quite some time, Lord Genon. Ah, haha. Griffith, my old friend, could you find some way to overlook this? You and I've been good to each other. To betray that over the unfortunate matter of us being enemies now. I've been searching for you ever since that day, and I've waited eagerly for the day chance would allow us to meet again like this. Have you any idea how much of my personal means has been spent thus? I don't know. I don't think Griffith could be able to use this guy. Yeah, I'm not sure that none of my men would by any means even as so much as wound you in this battle. I took great pains to see it through. Surely you haven't forgotten that night we had together. Won't you grant the wish of the one you shared it with? It was just one night, but oh, how I yearned for that again. But the thing is, I don't think Griffith wanted to do that. He only chose to do that because I think it's far more better. It's the much better and much more, I guess, option for him rather than, I guess, losing men or spending a lot more money. And they needed funds for that, so he was really desperate. But after what happened, after we saw him taking a bath, and I think his reaction scratching his arms like that, I don't think he enjoyed that. If anything, I think it has been ingrained in his mind for a long time, and I think he somewhat feels, I think he feels anguished about it. And you look at his eyes. You don't resent me, do you? I do not resent you, Excellency. Oh, then, however, it would be quite beyond reason to say that I've yearned for you. I simply have no emotional interest in you at all. Oh, resentment, endearment, nothing. I just took the liberty of using you when the opportunity appeared. Oh. You were like a stone lying by the side of the path I walk. Yeah, it's just like a stepping stone. That and nothing more. Bastard. Oh. But I think he's not really emotionless after what we've seen. I guess after what Casca told Guts about what happened. Although having your loose tongue spread petty rumors about me would prove slightly inconvenient. Oh, yeah. And, yeah. I think Griffith is just trying to be emotionless in order for him to really be able to live by and able to achieve his ambitions. Because I guess if he's always full of sympathy and yeah, I think the people that died because of his ambition will definitely um slow him down and affect him. So I think he chose to be like emotionless. But it's that's really very hard to, especially if you're keeping all that emotions. Eventually it will just blow up. And I'm assuming that might would that what might maybe that's what happened to him eventually. Looks like things are just about wrapped up. The enemy all scattered and ran. I can't believe it worked out this well. Yeah, we really stuck it to them. So I'm good. Are you okay, sis? Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. Don't mind me. You guys go see if any enemies remain in the fortress. Yes, ma'am. Hey, come on, work time. Oh. Oh man. Look at him with that sword. I guess it's like a cleaver. It's not really a sword. Yo, tough day. Yeah. I hope she's still alive. I'm really hoping for that. What's wrong? It's just a scratch. Or that's what I'd like to say. Could you give me a hand? Oh, man. These two. Oh, she wants to see the, I guess, the Griffith's ambition to be fulfilled. And this is like almost, they're all, it's like they're almost there. Like maybe 50-40%. Because right now his account. So, and once he comes back, the princess is waiting for him. If they ever get married, I think the king wouldn't hesitate choosing him as a successor. And the king doesn't really have any successor left now. Breathtaking. Hey, it's strange. Actually, I always think this when the battle is over and Griffith is surrounded by everyone cheering in victory. That he's somehow out of reach. That he exists somewhere far away and it hurts. Oh. That ain't the case, eh? Yo. Oh, he's going to raise her. He's going to raise her so Griffith could see her. Hey. Oh. You'll never get anywhere just standing here watching him. Let's go. Go to meet your... Oh, I guess you'll just bring her to him. Go to meet your leader. Yeah. Oh, man. Whoop. Whoa. Wow, stop that. Oh, the sword. Couldn't be. Oh, I think he knows. Yeah, man. I wonder why Nosferatu helped Guts. Out of respect for, I guess, the first person able to, I guess, to make him fight seriously. But Griffith was able to cut his hand off. But yeah, that's really. I'm really curious about that. If anything, I guess maybe he did it for Griffith. I'm really curious about Nosferatu's out. Man. If anything, he looks like Guts. I guess if Guts become a demon or something. Oh. The eclipse will come soon, and the demon advent approaches. The battle for Doldre, the end. Chapter 29. Man. Triumphant return. Man, I really expected that they might lose this battle. And that's when I guess the ambition of Griffith collapses. So I guess so far it's been doing it, and I also assume that it might happen because Guts is about to leave the group, the band of the Hawks, and I'm assuming he wouldn't be able to do that because of maybe what that they will lose or something. So now my prediction is that Griffith has now, I guess he's so close now to his ambition of becoming a king, and maybe because of maybe Guts will be separated from the group now, and I guess of course the band will become much bigger, and of course Casca would still follow Griffith, but maybe that will somehow affect maybe the authority, maybe Griffith's ambition would really change him. So we still don't know what his end goal really is. We know that he wanted, guess, world domination or something. He wants his own kingdom, but for what reason? Is it really just for authority, for power? Is it to help the people? Is it to stop the war? Or I don't think he really just wanted to be a king. I think there's becoming a king is there's always some kind of uh a deeper reason for that, for becoming a king. Because I think being a king is only just like the means for you to be able to achieve something that you really wanted. So maybe authority, or maybe he wants more troops or something like that. But I don't think that is what Griffith is trying to do. Especially that after we learned, I guess we get to know him, that he feels grief towards his men dying, and I guess also with, I guess maybe the equality with that's what I'm thinking, is that maybe the commoners, maybe he's aiming to make a better place for the commoners because of the inequality between the nobles, the commoners. So maybe that's his reason. We still don't know, but of course, maybe that will eventually happen. But of course, that will eventually be destroyed because of his. Of course, his ambition will have to collapse in order for him to summon the God Hand, or maybe once the eclipse happens, something might change within him. Maybe the Behelit. So I'm really not sure now of what really happened, and especially if whenever I'm looking at Griffith's, I guess how Griffith looks at Guts, it's so far. I can't imagine um why he would sacrifice Guts unless it's for the benefit of Guts. Because I think if anything, Griffith has I guess maybe love or something, or yeah, something like a friendly love or something like that. I'm not sure. I can't really tell what Griffith's emotion towards Guts is. But I think it's really a strong case when he tried to save Guts from Nosferatu at that time, when he was about he risked his life at that moment. And I think that showcased, especially Casca talked about it, that Griffith whenever it's about Guts, Griffith's character is being swayed. His ambition, his personality. I think those are like signs of someone caring about someone more than their life. So yeah, that's really what I'm really not sure what happened there. What changed that? What made Griffith turn to be what he is in the present time as a god, part of the God Hand. Guts and Griffith, Guts and Casca, and he has a shield here. It's like the shield of the Hawks. Yeah, and he never uses a shield before. And yeah, what happened to his left arm? What happened to his right eye? We still haven't gotten to that. Griffith has done very well for himself these years since he appeared in Midland. His ambition is outrageous, heedless of his own social standing, unparalleled impudence. But the feats that he has been able to do, I think, has overcome. I don't think I think it's more than enough to prove, even though he's not a noble, to gain his achievements. Dolder has fallen. The war, which has gone for on so long, will end for now. It's certain that he will try to assert himself even within our kingdom's government. How could some upstart knight who knows nothing about combat be able to govern anything? Oh, this is like maybe yeah, this is like the maybe counselors or things like that. But his popularity amongst the people these days is tremendous, and even His Majesty seems to have an extreme amount of confidence in him. So they might plot against Griffith, according to information I have obtained. Due to the Band of the Hawk's success in capturing Doldrey, His Majesty plans to grant Griffith the position of General. Indeed. Of course, he was able to achieve what any other general has not been able to do for 100 years. Man, these guys are just really, they're just envious, bitter old men. His Majesty will also grant the white title, the supreme rank of the Midland Army, shared by the white hawks, white tigers, and white dragons to him and his band. Ludicrous. Oh, who's this? Is that credible minister? Yes, it's from a reliable source. How could this be? In that case, his political authority will inevitably see substantial growth. This means, after all, that he is a bit too bereft of discretion to survive within the castle. Yeah, they will plan to kill him. But Minister Foss, by what means shall we? Antayaris. An instantly deadly poison. We will put this in his goblet while he enjoys the victory celebration. But I think Griffith's too careful and too smart to be caught in this, unless they use it, unless someone forces him to do that. But is this really safe? What of the chance our scheme comes to light? You needn't worry. Even if a mistake is made, such a thing would never happen. First off, we will not have any direct involvement, but have no fear. Oh, the Queen. Oh. Even if what you suggest were to happen, I would see it settled privately, I promise it. Oh my. With an assurance such as that from the Queen, we have nothing to fear. Take heed, all of you. While this plot will ensure hereafter that the security of your social standings will no longer be threatened by this man, it also exists in order to pluck this parasite who would eventually infect even the rule of our kingdom from the lion's body before the disease spreads. Yeah. I'm not about to allow the long and glorious history of Midland's rule to be trampled upon by this lowly commoner from who knows where, for the sake of the kingdom and for all that is just. Yeah, I guess the Queen definitely came from a noble family, and that's the usual case for anyone to be able to really positioned as a queen and to be married off to, I guess, a prince, and then become a king and a queen. And I guess they're really worried about their social standing as nobles once Griffith gets their position. And I'm assuming they're also wanting to control who would be the next king. So I think this is a common political thing that happens in almost every monarchy. That, yeah, I think, especially if the Queen is very active like this, that behind the scenes they're really trying to manipulate the king. I guess not the king, but the government itself, without the king knowing about it. Because once the king knows about it, I think they will definitely it would be considered like maybe a betrayal or something. Was that the word? Maybe treason or something. Naturally, you are correct. We too value patriotism above all. I was aware of the confidential information that the Queen and General Julius were involved in a love affair. Oh, unbeknownst to His Majesty. Who was General Julius? It was wise of me to plan the idea that General Julius' death. Oh, the brother? She was sleeping with the brother? Brother of the king? Was a plot designed by Griffith, but to think that she would go as far to volunteer to lead this plan. Oh, yeah. It was the brother, Julius. His Majesty made a good king, but not a good husband. The burden of ruling the kingdom must weigh heavily upon him. Therefore, as one man, he had no time to give to his family. Oh. No, perhaps that was an escape from sorrow over the death of the former queen. Oh, the mother of the princess. So she's not she's really just like a stepmother. Oh, said to be the only and to be the one and only woman he loved. I have in the same way publicly faithfully fulfilled my role as His Majesty's Queen these 10 odd years. As all had hoped under the guise of a political marriage, I conveniently entered this kingdom as the Queen of Midland rather than the King's wife. That has been my disposition towards my weak loving husband. The reason I would give my body to him was not love. These stone walls and marble floors were too cold for me to endure. As a lone woman in an unknown foreign land, more than love, I wanted to succumb to a simple burning desire. But now that it's lost, I first understand just how much I resided within the warmth of the skin of that man with whom I shared no emotion. I was in love. I loved him. I will never forgive you, Griffith. Not as the Queen of Midland, but as a woman will I take my revenge. Man. Now then, everyone, as evidence of our patriotism and mutual confidence, if you would seal this blood oath. Man, but you're making evidence to be found out. I guess maybe they will burn that eventually. Man, but if Griffith finds that, he could utilize that against the Queen or someone else. Man. And the thing is, Griffith is not just gaining the favor of the king. He's also gaining the favor of the people, of the public. Oh wow, there are this many people in Windham. Ooh wow. His what's that called? Yeah, I forgot this. uh, ooh, stop that. Eek, Miss Casca, look this. Oh man, the women are obsessed with Casca. It's the Raiders. There's Captain Guts. I heard he beat General Bosco. He's the mightiest warrior in the Hawks. Man, he looks so serious though. He dabbed. Man, I'm such a boom. Hulk Hogan? I guess were there even a dab back then? I think this was so long ago. So I guess that was Hulk Hogan's post. What's that about? This is amazing. I've never seen a welcome this big for a victory. Why don't you try waving at once, Captain? You're the hero this time after all. Captain, eh? What's the matter? You're out spacing out and you look upset. Nah, it's nothing. You know, nobody even imagined all this 3 years ago. How true is that? I guess because Guts is planning to leave. So I wonder if he will change his mind about that. I will get my own kingdom. Nobody but him. Absolutely. He's impressed by, I guess, what that Griffith has been able to reach this far. Oh, here he comes. Your Highness, come quick. My Lord Griffith is so popular, the women are making such a fuss. Well then, that's getting a bit too familiar with him, I'd say. Please keep still, Your Highness, your dress. Oh, hurry up. Yeah, she's excited to see him. Tell me, does this look strange? No, it becomes you. This is your fifth dress now, Holiness. Hurry, hurry, he's passing by. Ah, wait, wait. The princess cheered up so suddenly, and yet she's hardly had any appetite since the band of the hawks was deployed. This was deployed. Man. And now Griffith has some kind of guarantee. If in case, yeah, he definitely has almost everything now towards the path of becoming a king. I think the only thing that is somewhat going to hinder that is the queen. So I think once that is taken off, once he's able to survive that, I think he will now eventually be a king. So I wonder if he will really be able to be a king, or because Nosferatu said that his ambition about the ambition of his ambition collapsing. So maybe he'll be able to get to be able to. I think this is really the closest thing where he's for him to be reaching like that status. But I think maybe because of what the queen and those guys were planning, so maybe that is when his ambition really falls. It's not really about him losing a battle, but it's because of these people who are corrupt and who wants to protect their own, I guess, their own influence. That maybe that's when his ambition would really fall. And I think Griffith would, if anything, he would definitely, he wouldn't accept that, especially after what they have been able to accomplish. Oh, poo. And he just ignored her. It's impossible amidst all this noise. Please wait until the victory ball. Sigh. How goes the plan? All is in place, Majesty. If everything goes well, we should all hold a banquet in memoriam of him. It's an irony. The white hawk of the battlefield will meet his death within the stone walls of this birdcage. Although he gets to die on the best day of his life, that at least is merciful. Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, Griffith won't die from here. So I wonder what will happen. What is it, Minister Foss? This was addressed to you, sir. A letter from whom? Pray tell. The sender is unknown. Oh, it's from Griffith. It was simply passed on to me by a lady of the court. What? What is it, Minister Foss? Ah, no. It is nothing at all. Haha, yeah, Griffith. Guess Griffith has already planned ahead of this. But my apologies, but a small matter has arisen, so I must excuse myself until later. Oh, what happened? Why? How? How did this happen? What did Griffith do? You bastard, you bastard. What has he done? Triumphant return and final chapter for this read through. Man, look at that painting at the ceiling. It somewhat reminded me of the time when like spirits came out of the, what was that called? Like from hell or something that took the count. It is somewhat reminded me of that. Oh, look, it's Lord Griffith, a troop from the Band of the Hawk. They were the leads in this victory. They're Midland's guardian deities. Moment of glory. Whoa, man. Look at Guts. And aha, so this is where all the tax money came from, the masses ends up. Yeah. Talk about showy. Man, it's still happening right now. This is so embarrassing. Come on, stick your chest out. They know if you ain't sure of yourself. You know what though? It feels like we've finally made it here. But you're right. We really have to be standing in here in a kind of place I've only heard of in fairy tales. It's like I'm dreaming or something, man. Pippin and what's his name again? I keep forgetting his name. Pippin and it's Earth. There was Earth. Man, I forgot his name. If I hadn't met up with Hawks with Griffith, I never would have even thought of a dream like this, being in a big castle hall surrounded by nobility. Yeah, you said it. Lord Griffith, welcome home. Thank goodness you're safe. I was so worried. They say the band of the Hawk was actively involved again. Do tell me more. Would you dance with me later on? Me as well, please? Aren't tales of battles rather barbaric and boring for ladies? Not at all. They're stimulating. Oh, yes. He's a natural. Amazing. Send at least one this way. You're the band of the Hawks, Commander. Oh, of course. Commander. Where's Casca? I didn't realize where she is. That she was with them. You're the band of Hawks commanders. We want to hear your war stories. Oh, you must be very strong. Well, you're right, actually. Man, you're the one, aren't you? The captain of the raiders who beat General Buscon in single combat. Yeah, wow. And General Buscon was world renowned for being such a hero. I heard you also defeated 100 enemies by yourself. You really did that? Yeah, unbelievable. Are you the strongest in the band of the Hawk? I wonder who is stronger, him or Lord Griffith. You guys, take it from here. Yeah, leave it to us. Oh, that selfish gut's amazing muscle. Oh, Pippin. Let me touch, let me touch. Well, I'm the one who taught him the sword. You see, of course. Of course. Brag away. Besides, he's a fag. Oh, oh, he's so cute. Oh my. Yeah, and the nobles, of course. I guess this is not the nobles. These are like the generals that was they had a plan with before when they were discussing on how to attack the Doldre. That's inner aggression if I've ever seen it, yes. So I'm assuming these guys will eventually become like Griffith's allies. But I don't suppose the generals can fail to recognize the truth. The band of the Hawks merit. With ease they answered the prayer our kingdom has held dear for the past 100 years. You did well to speak up for him, excellent foresight, Sir Laban. I would stake out a share myself. Those are the words of some minister of state, Sir Owen. But henceforth, that just may be necessary. The war will end. Would it be the peace which will follow lasts for time immemorial? But for better or worse, in a world of peace, warriors like us who live by the sword must also find a means of survival within the resplendent castle. Yeah. And now they'll go into politics. And that's usually some of the case with generals that eventually they they shift towards, I guess after retiring they shift towards um becoming a senator, becoming some kind of congressman. And ironically enough, the same can be said of the very man who brought that about that peace. Yeah, but Griffith is aiming for much higher. He is too conspicuous to proceed peacefully and uneventfully inside the castle. The more radiant the light, oh, the darker the shadows fall. Man, that's a cool line. The more radiant the light, the darker the shadows fall. Give me a freaking break. What the hell is this for? Oh, is that Casca? Oh, oh man, totally ship this too. Oh, she's in a dress. Oh, and come here. Hey, wait, what the? Play along. Push, pushy broad. They refuse to leave me alone. Pretend you're with me for a bit. Ah, yeah, just pretend. Just pretend. Oh man. Whoa, man. I swear. When I guess Griffith is just surprised that she's wearing a dress right now. When it comes to the aristocratic prodigal sons, a female warrior must be a rarity, treating me like I'm some exotic beast. Man, Griffith's reaction is priceless. I mean, Guts' reaction. Look at that face. Oh, she's cute. What's she do? Huh? Oh, he's blushing? Is he blushing? I didn't know you were into ga. Man, I love the how this he how the relationship of these two has grown from I guess like rival mortal enemy. I guess not really mortal enemies, but I guess Casca hating Guts so much to being this close. I think if anything, Casca and him has become much closer compared to almost everyone. Normal women don't use their elbows. I bit my tongue. Come on, this is embarrassing. It's your fault, you know. Hmm. Oh, maybe he likes Casca. I think he kept seeing he they kept showing him looking at Casca like that. Or maybe he's just noticing that Casca is getting more closer to Guts more than Griffith. Because I guess Griffith is really somewhat busy right now, trying to, of course, I guess get along with I guess the politicians, the people, and yeah, and I guess just to be more, I guess because he's everyone's attention right now. So of course, he might prioritize the ones who are really like maybe more influential things like that to gain more I guess support for the band. But I'm not sure because this is still a celebration. But sometimes celebrations is like an opportunity for that for those kinds of things for I guess for business at the same time. And this I guess this time it's more like politics. I guess with because Griffith is a count right now, so and they're already I think everyone should already um I guess expecting that he will definitely be promoted to I guess they already had the information that he will be like a general and also the Hawks will be like white given the white title. Ooh, I'm no good at this. I'm much more comfortable swinging a sword. You said it, man. What the hell happened to you though? What made Big Sis Casca the demon go fluttering around like this? Cut the demon. I only dress like a man because it's easier to move around. It's not like I do it for kicks. But I guess I shouldn't try things I'm not used to. Revealing clothes like this I'll make me feel I'll catch a cold. Thinking about it, it's been years since I last wore a skirt, and I'm so much more muscular now. Does it look weird? You think? Nah, not a bit. You look pretty good. Oh man, that's nice, Kratz. I thought he would say something ridiculous and would just say no, you look bad, something like that. Just maybe joking around, but it's nice that Griffith, I mean Guts, at least acknowledged that because I think that's also really, especially for her, because I think she's still a girl, and I think especially I guess she never really had that kind of I guess recognition, especially from I guess from Guts, because I don't know. I think it's still nice for girls to hear. I guess for them um to be given a compliment, especially the only time that this is the only time that she did it at the same time, and she does really look good right now. Really, yeah, you look a lot better than those noble girls flocking around. Oh, around Griffith. How about it? Why not ask him for a dance? No way, I couldn't. I've only ever danced at my village festival when I was a child. I'd probably step on his feet. Hmm. But what happened that changed your attitude? You've never shown your face in a place like this. Yeah, more than anything, he would just be swinging around his sword somewhere. But I think maybe because I think he's also because he's planning to leave, so maybe this is like him trying to at least spend a little bit more time with him. I thought I'd see it for myself, huh? Everything Griffith, myself, and everyone else has done these past three years since I met you all. Man, all the things he's managed to get so far, and all he's going to try to get from here on out. I thought I'd come see it with my own eyes. Guts. So, you're really serious? Yeah. No matter what, man. Long live His Majesty the King. Yeah, the King. The sponsors appear. You go on ahead. I'm gonna enjoy the air a bit more. I can't stand listening to the king drone on. Don't be long. You got it? You got it. Hang on. Eh? Nah, never mind. There's one more reason I showed up tonight. Oh, and she and the rest of the Hawks don't have a clue what's in the works here tonight. Ain't that a little cruel, Griffith? What does what does he mean? There's one more reason I showed up tonight. She and the rest of the Hawks don't have a clue what's in the works here tonight. What does he mean by that? What's in the works? If you guys know what I guess Gus is implying here, because I'm really not sure. So I would really appreciate that. If it's not really spoilery or something. First and foremost, we have good news for all of you. A short while ago, a special envoy from Shooter brought word that an armistice agreement with our kingdom. Man, so this is the end of the war. Man, has been signed. We thank from our hearts all those who have endured this lengthy time or trial along with us. There are more than a few who speak out in opposition to this armistice. Hatred of Shudder among those who have lost their friends and loved ones to the war has no doubt persisted for 3 generations. Man, for 100 years. We sincerely sympathize with them. However, the rebuilding of our wearied kingdom is far more urgent. Hereafter, we must focus that strength towards our kingdom's prosperity. What? I guess the princess is looking for Griffith? Yeah. She's still young though. And I guess Griffith doesn't really... I don't think he really cares about her. I think he only might see her as like an opportunity, another stepping stone for him to achieve his goals. As you all know, the Band of the Hawk, led by Count Griffith, demonstrated exceedingly great merit, leading to the armistice. The recapture of territory has been our kingdom's most fervent prayer since the days of 2 kings prior. Oh, he's talking about us. It has continued to be said these 100 years of that capture of Doldrey was impossible, but with their bold, unique brand of valor, they have finally accomplished it. Yeah. Man, I wonder what happened to Pippin, to Rickert, to... I forgot that guy's name. And the one who hates guts. This is a bit hasty of us, but it is a time for celebration, and thus we shall inform all of you. Excuse me, please let me through. She's the Hawks Lady, Commander. My. At the military award ceremony 2 days hence. Oh, we plan to present Count Griffith and the Band of the Hawk with the Midland Army's highest ennoblement, the White Title. Oh. Perhaps appropriately as the White... Oh, man, that's way cooler than what I expected. As the White Phoenix General Griffith and the White Phoenix Knights. Man, I thought White Hawks. Also, we shall be knight all of all of the Band of the Hawk's current unit commanders without exception and raise them to the peerage. Oh man. And I'm assuming Guts wouldn't be there for the, I guess, the promotion. The White Phoenix General. He said the White Phoenix Knights. Man, fantastic. That's wonderful. And this is really going great so far. Man. White Phoenix General Griffith. Man, Casca as a knight. Maybe she's the first female knight. I don't know if I don't think we've seen any female knights before. I don't believe it. We're gonna be... And, oh yeah, I guess knights are considered nobles. But he's not happy. I guess because maybe Griffith knows what's about to happen. Oh, he's looking at Guts. Man. Man, that fake smile. Oh. Man, what's with that smile? Because Guts' smile is like it's sad. It's a sad smile. And Griffith, I don't know if he's pretending or... Man, I'm not sure what to make of with this smile. But I'm still really confused what Guts meant. Maybe Guts know more than... Maybe it was Guts who somehow arranged the letter to be sent to that was it the account or something? Let me go back to that part. There's one more reason I showed up tonight. She and the rest of us don't have a clue. Yeah. So I'm assuming Griffith has a plan. He's planning to do something right now. And I'm worried about what that plan is. So Guts and Griffith has a plan right now that they're going to do. Especially that I guess Griffith should know that the Queen is trying to kill Griffith. So what are they planning to do in this, I guess, in this celebration? I'm feeling worried now because of this scene that they're planning to do something, or something is about to happen in this celebration. Man, and after, I guess, even though if they just continue going on as the knights, I guess the nobles wouldn't really still allow that to happen, especially they are like commoners. So I guess Griffith has something planned ahead, because I think he also expects that the nobles wouldn't really let this happen this easily. They wouldn't allow this to happen. And I guess since there will still be 2 days before the ceremony, so there's still a chance that it might be ruined, that their titles will still be void or something. So that's what I'm assuming from this line from Guts. And that smile, that sad smile, I think he's hinting that they're about to do something crazy or something. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really scared because I think we're already close to the part where Griffith's ambition will collapse, and Griffith will have to eventually, of course, I don't know what will he do with the Band of the Hawks with Griffith, but it's really sad because we all know that eventually Griffith will become part of the God Hand, and what did he sacrifice aside from guts to be able to get there? And what was Nosferatu Zod doing back there? Why did he help Guts from that moment? So, man, there's still a lot of questions. But I think we're already closer to the answers that I've been always asking about. And I'm just really, it's just that I feel so worried because I've now really liked the character, I guess the characters. Even Griffith, I now liked him more than. I guess the first time we met him, we don't really know about him except for the fact that he was the one who sacrificed Guts and made Guts be branded. But knowing him like this, knowing Casca, the Band of the Hawks, Guts' backstory with them, it's making me worried. It's making me sad that Guts will lose all of that, and it will turn him into something. It's like it's almost bringing him back all over again to the time before he met the Band of the Hawks, where he was like lost. He was just trying to survive in battle. He just keeps on going in different battles, and I guess his reasons now, in the present time, is for revenge towards Griffith. And yeah, I guess he has at least a motivation now in the present time. But that's really sad that to think that it would be against Griffith. Man. So yeah, I have nothing really else to talk about. More about in this read through. I think I've already talked about the scenes that I really enjoyed the most. That I guess somewhat like the highlights of that. And if you would like to add things regarding this read through that maybe I have missed or maybe misunderstood, let me know in the comments. And if you did enjoy watching my read through, please leave a like, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you want to support this channel, also have an early access on my next read through to chapter 31 to 35 and above. You could check it out in the link in the description down below on my Patreon. If you decide to support my channel there, you'd have the benefit of having an early access. And it will really help me be able to do this and sustain this channel and keep creating more reaction videos like this in the future. So please consider checking it out. Thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.